What's up, guys? The April Patreon rewards are now available. Armageddon, Teferi Time Reveler, and Nekusar the Mind Razor are all available through the end of the month. If you'd like to support our channel and pick up these sweet proxies, you can do so at patreon.com/itresolves or clicking the link in the description below. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the second video with this Mono Green Stompy list. It's a really fun one. Unfortunately, the first video we had a little bit of lag with the client. I actually did a little systems check afterwards, and it looks like it is just Magic Arena running a little bit slowly. Might just be overhauled because, you know, there's a lot of people on it at the moment, I'm sure. So whatever it is, hopefully we won't have too many issues this time around. Really excited to play this deck, though, and hopefully we can get a little bit of a more interesting showing. We did win 2 out of the 3 games, if I'm not mistaken. Although the first one I would say very minimally counts. But I am excited for this list. I think Mono Green got some really amazing tools, to be quite frank. And so it's nice to see we get a bit of a revamp to a list that's already pretty good, I will say. It doesn't like need a ton of stuff, but it is quite nice to try some new things and see what all we can do. Yeah. So what's cool about this is we can just mutate this onto this. We want that over. So what this means is this has every ability of the Gilded Goose, but it also has every ability of, you know, the Gem Razor. So it's got a lot of stuff on it. And it's now a 4/4 flying trampler, so there's that. So it's actually going to be dealing quite a bit of damage here, I believe. 7 more cards. Okay. 4 or more. Okay, so it can block, worth noting. Throw this out there. I'm going to attack. I'm going to make them do something here. If they want to block it, that's fine. Don't care that much about that. We're going to end up getting a Hydra out, I believe, this turn. And it looks like we are up against Mono Blue Mill, which is an interesting strategy, to say the least. So let's do this. Let's do X equals 3. We're going to auto pay. And we will fight the Sage's Road Denizen. Get that out of there. And now we have a 3/4 facing a 1/2 with a 0/3 on our side as well. And we'll see what all the opponent has to offer here. Not much by the looks of things. So we can just get this out, or we can start really punching through some damage. So I'm going to start with this. Let's get both of these in there. We're looking to deal as much damage as possible. They are very much going to be trying to mill us out, so anything we can do to take them down a peg is definitely worth it. I don't really care too much that they double block there. It doesn't matter. Sure. That is fine. That is quite a good draw, actually. Okay, so what do we want to do here? I am going to swing in here. They're going to have to double block with something if they really wanted to stop this. Doesn't look like they're in the mood. So let's get this out there. Creature. I'm just kind of setting up this turn, so I'm just trying to get everything out that we can, and then next turn we can drop a Gargus and really do some damage. And not to mention, if we get just any other, you know, okay creature, we might be able to play that out as well. Thanks to having kind of a butt ton of mana. Unfortunately, we just get a land. That's okay. So we're very much in race mode, so let's go to the races. They do have quite a lot of open mana here. Gonna do this, spend 5 of it here. Yep, fully expected them to counter. That is fine. There's a reason we tapped that way, so we could do this again. Very easy to auto tap and forget that this can actually net you some mana. So in that instance, that gave us protection against the counterspell. So I'm very, very glad we did that. And yeah, they're ditching some cards here, but they are in a bad position in terms of board state. So, yep, there we go. All right, win number 1. Absolutely love this deck again. It's fast, it's mean, it does tons of damage. And green decks generally are not my play style, I will say. I tend to be more tempo-y, not so much on the just, you know, hey, I'm gonna bash face as much as possible. However, in this case, I'm actually really enjoying it. And hopefully you guys are too. If you haven't tried Mono Green, there's been a list out for quite a while with Yervo in particular. Very, very good list. It's, I mean, absolutely fantastic, to be brutally honest. But I do think we got a lot of really good cards included with this new set. I don't love this hand. I'm gonna mulligan this. This is a much better keep, actually. And I'm gonna put, I think, this back. We're gonna be kind of jumping to turn 4, so I'd much rather keep one of the mana rampers. And in this case, obviously, the one with hexproof seems to be a bit better. Also, just want to mention really quick, if you have not already checked out our Patreon, our proxy rewards for this month are looping down below me. You can certainly check that out. We offer new proxies every single month, so for every month that you are subscribed, we will send you new proxies. And in fact, in that in our last tier, we do a mystery proxy, and usually that's something really, really sweet. So if you are interested, we would certainly appreciate it if you would check that out. No pressure, of course. Please don't feel like you have to support us. It's purely if you enjoy the content or if you're interested in those proxies. Those are what those are there for. We really appreciate any and all support. So even if you're not able to support us monetarily, we would certainly appreciate just likes, comments, anything like that. Just some interaction. We'd love to talk with you guys, honestly. We're very lucky to be able to do that. So please, by all means. What do we actually want to do here is the question. Let's see. Let's do this first. So let's go ahead. Let's swing in and see what they do. We can outpace this pretty heavily, so that's good. Yep, we're gonna do this. Get rid of the mana. This just gives us a huge beater. I mean, this is tough for them to deal with unless they've got some kind of bounce effect. And even then, it's really not bad for us because it fights. So this just puts us in a position not only to get rid of Nissa next turn, but potentially do quite a bit of damage to either the opponent or Nissa. It depends on what they do. And if they're short on mana, us kind of knocking out a land there is actually a pretty big hit for them. I mean, they can spend their turn trying to get rid of something, in which case they've spent their turn, and we still have a bigger threat than they do, or, you know, we'll see. Sure, makes sense. Nissa really doing work here to give them as much mana as possible. Interested to see what they've got. Very interested. Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Not a bad card by any means. Let's do... Yeah, I'm actually okay if I lose this here. I really want to make sure that Nissa gets gone. So that's priority number 1. If they've got another Nissa, they've got another Nissa. There's not much I can do about that, but I'd much rather get rid of that while I can. I am going to play this here. We're going to give it reach so we can block this. If they swing in, we can still -2 this next turn. And especially when we've got this on top. That's exactly what we're going to be doing, I think. They can just swing both at Vivian, in which case there's a very real possibility that I just blocked with Paradise Druid here. Yeah, I'm willing to do that.
You fight like a hatchling.
Cool. All right, so let's get that out. Here we're gonna -2. Yes, I am okay with doing this. Should have attacked first. That was a bit of a mistake. But I think here we just get a questing beast. Is that correct? Oops. Yeah, I think it is. Let's get the questing beast out. Actually, I guess I can keep... Well, I don't know how this works. I'm going to keep this one just on the off chance that that doesn't work the way that I want it to. We can actually play this out too. Might as well. Interesting, interesting. So that was a bit of a misplay. I certainly should have attacked with the 7/6 first. That definitely was wrong, but you know, we're still getting in for some damage, so that's okay. Still learning the deck a little bit. Really love the Fiend Artisan. We can do some damage with that. Oh, well, that kind of changes things. Let's do that. Okay, no blocks. Interesting. I'm gonna get Vivian out, I think. This just gives them another avenue that they're gonna have to deal with. They've got a lot of mana, so certainly that's not, you know, that's not the end of the world, but I'm gonna give this reach since we do know they've got the
Ikoria answers.
the Hydro Gracis, by the way. Also, I'm checking our frames during this video a little bit. It looks like we're much better off, so that's good. I'm feeling okay about this. Now, they do have quite a bit of mana. I mean, they've got, what, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? If they, well, no, they can't do that turn. That's interesting. So, like, potentially, it's either 7 or 9 is essentially how much mana they could have. And that's a lot of mana. Now, we've got a lot more, and we've also got the Fiend Artisan on the field, which does mean that we can just kind of go in and pull whatever we need to pull. So, like, say they kill Questing Beast, for instance. That's fine. We can get another Questing Beast. That's not a big deal. And technically, I suppose we have this mana just kind of up. I mean, we can only get something like a 1-drop, but we can get like a Gilded Goose. So if they do try and get rid of a creature, we just sack it. Just to, you know, not lose out on all the value. Okay, this is good.
Strange and magnificent world.
They have got a lot of mana now. What you gonna do, opponent? What are you gonna do? I mean, they still got a long way to go, but like, they could certainly do a lot, so. Also, I should mention, we recorded our first portion of a set review for Ikoria. Will and I did. Our goal is to certainly get that out to you guys fairly soon, so hopefully that's something you're interested in. We're really excited to be able to do stuff like that. It's very fun. I'm going to sacrifice the Paradise Druid here. Very much an outclassed creature at the moment. I keep doing this, but it's kind of working, so I'm going to try something. I'm going to keep this. Okay, nothing happens. I was wondering how that would work. So we are learning. That's fine. Reach. Whoops. I'm gonna send both of them there. Kind of don't care about the Nissa at the moment, so. And we're gonna get rid of the Krasis here. You live and you learn, guys. That was just a mistake. Only way you learn is by trying stuff, so I certainly don't mind taking a hit. Good on them. I mean, they've got Uro, and they've got a heck of a lot of value with the Risen Reefs. Very possible we should have been giving Trample to these 3/3s, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. Hoping we get some good creatures off the top. Fabled Passage, by the way, should have easily been an include in this list. We've got like 20 forests. It'd just be a way to deck then, for the record, and shuffle since Vivian is in the deck. There they go. They missed their second blue. That's funny. Yep. Play out your Uro. Gadwick. Well, that's not what I expected. Is that even really all that good, though? I mean, they gained some life, but... I'm all too happy to trade for these. All right. I mean, why not? We'll get a Gilded Goose out there.
Beauty lies in
Yeah.
variation.
I think we just go for the opponent, right? They have to block both of these. Down to 1. They do have the Uros, so I'm very positive just gonna start playing Uros, so that they can gain some life, that kind of thing. But we still have a pretty big trampler here. Not to mention Fiend Artisan's gonna be able to pull something out. I really love that this not only has an amazing ability, but also gets pumped up by using the ability. So it's like, yeah, your creatures die, you just get a bigger creature. It's pretty sweet, honestly. Gadwick again. Okay. Yeah. So what Gadwick in this feels a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's great, they're drawing tons of cards, but like, I mean, really? They have to be pretty careful here, because they gotta tap this to be able to play the Uro. Like, this is cool because they're filling up their hand, but like they're still just playing Uro. Sure. So get to tap down that. Yeah. I mean, I can't do anything. Like, that's not gonna do it. They are very much in stay alive mode. Are they gonna swing at Vivian? Is the question. No, they are not. Cool. Discarding a bunch of stuff. Let's play that out there. Let's get rid of Gilded Goose. I'm paying 6 because I just don't know exactly what I want. I think it's just Questing Beast though.
I'd like you to meet my friend, Stompy.
Oh, nice. Man, they are hanging on by a thread every single turn. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, and like they're gonna be able to make their lands indestructible, which is cool and all, but like I don't really care. Oh, I should have attacked with that also. That was a mistake. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I should have attacked with the 3/3 as well, just to make them do something. They can sack Nissa here, make their lands indestructible, but I don't really care about that. And I don't think they do either at this point. This game has gone on for quite some time. I guess before I auto pass, I'm gonna... Yeah, they're not interested in doing the indestructible. At least not this turn. So the Uro go back up to 5? Oh. Yeah, okay. Well, that'll do it. You got it. Well done on the opponent. That certainly is one way to do it. So we got one more game with this. That, I think, given some better plays, we probably could have won sooner. Given that we did not attack when we Fiend Artisaned the ape out like twice, that was just kind of a mistake. So my expectation is we could have played that a lot better. But that's okay. One last game, guys. We'll see how we do. All right. No, can't keep that. Only because I don't want to go down any further. Yes, I will keep that. I'm going to throw that on the bottom. Mono red. Okay. Normally this is an okay matchup for us, but given a fairly slow start hand, we'll see. Okay. So we'll get to eat one of these guys, which is kind of nice. Let's do x equals 1. I'm gonna have it fight the Steamkin here. They can burn this, that's fine. Next turn we've got Questing Beast. Wow. Well done. Opponent doing a lot. Ooh, that's a hit. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? All right. We are on the racing game. If they've got Embercleave, they've probably got it. Not much we can do about that. Unfortunately, it was a bit of a slow hand for us. So, and if they can deal with the Questing Beast, Lava Coil it or something, then we are done. But regardless, this deck, I will say, has been very, very fun. Absolutely love it. I do want to play with this one a little bit more and get a different, maybe a different kind of list together and just see what kinds of things we can be doing. Because I'm quite sure there are a lot of things that we could be doing differently. Let's do that. They can shock this. Or just play that Fiend Artisan, that feels bad. Alright. Let's do this. Get rid of Fiend Artisan. This is a pretty close one. I don't think, I mean, my guess is they've got it. If they've got the Embercleave, then they're in good shape. Well, and that is a very good step in the right direction. Okay, though we do have a way to fight it, so that actually helps. Let's do this. Get rid of that. This is an interesting one. Those Phoenixes really do punch through some damage, so that is kind of rough. Don't think we can win this. If we have another reach effect or a fight effect, we could. If we get Vivian, we'd be in good shape. That's not Vivian. Gotta do it. But they're gonna win this next turn, so there's not much we can do. Well done on the opponent's side. They just outpaced us by a little bit. If we had had one more turn without these Phoenixes on the field, I think we would have been okay. Well done, though. That was actually a very interesting match. Cool. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this Mono Green Stompy list. Again, I do apologize for the first video. The quality there got a bit laggy. I think this one was a lot better. So really do appreciate everybody watching. Please make sure, as always, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, do all the stuff. We really do appreciate any and all support. And of course, we do, like I mentioned, have our Patreon there. Our Instagram link and our website is www.itresolvesmtg.com. Feel free to check that out. We've got our whole proxy gallery, all kinds of stuff there. So, guys, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next gameplay video, hopefully very soon.